Good afternoon and welcome to Adventures for Anyone. And today I'm going to take you with me on a lovely cruise I took to look at lighthouses out of New London, Connecticut. These tours take off from the ferry port in New London, where you can catch ferries to Orient Point, New York, Block Island, and Fisher's Island. They have high-speed and regular ferries, and in season, in the middle of summer, they have wonderful lighthouse tours. On our tour, we took off with the New London Ferry Company and went on the Classic Lighthouse Tour. And on this tour, you're going to get a beautiful chance to see what it looks like at the end of Long Island Sound, entering the Atlantic Ocean between New London, Connecticut, and Orient Point, Long Island. Now, the ferry takes off from its port deep in the Thames River in New London. That's Groton on the other side. The I-95 bridge crossing there is one of the bigger bridges in Connecticut, and upriver you will find the Groton Naval Base. It is a submarine base, and across in Groton over there you can see is what we call the Electric Boat Company, and they make submarines. Here comes one of the ferries. This is coming from Orient Point over in Long Island, and there are many kinds of ferries, many sizes of ferries. There are ferries to take your boat on, ferries that are only for passengers, and these little cruise boats like the one we're on that they only use in the summertime for the lighthouse cruises. Now, the Classic Light Cruise that we took cost us $34 a piece. There are varying prices for varying tours. They tend to last about 2 hours, and they leave and wind up at the exact same point. Now, here you can see in the distance, we're going to see that one in a minute, but this is the New London Light. This is along the shore, and along the shore here we actually have public beaches, not something you see all over Connecticut, but there it is. It's a public beach. Some of that I'm sure is private, but some of it is public. This light here is one of the more famous lighthouses in Connecticut. This is the New London Ledge Light, and this sits in the water. No one lives in it anymore. No one lives in any lighthouses anymore. But it is a beautiful little lighthouse at the end of the harbor area. Now, moving along, you'll see there's all kinds of boats everywhere you go. This is the Dumpling Lighthouse, and it's on Little Dumpling Island. And this is an interesting place because it was purchased by its owner years ago. It has a wind turbine there, which was a source of some mass arguments with the community, but it is now there producing electricity to the lighthouse, and it's still privately owned. Here we have Race Rock Light. This one sits pretty much out in the water. It's where the Atlantic enters into Long Island Sound. Once again, one of the more picturesque and iconic lighthouses here in Connecticut, but no longer manned. By Orient Point, in between Orient Point, where the ferry is landing over there, and an island we will see in just a minute, is the Orient Point Lighthouse. Another interesting lighthouse. This has been a private residence. It's been an Airbnb, and we didn't really get close enough that day, but there is a disco ball hanging over there. Interesting little place. So at that point, you turn around and you head back. You've been on the boat about an hour, and you start back towards New London. You can see the Orient Point Light in the background. You see all kinds of boats, lighthouses. You will see ships entering and exiting this part of Long Island Sound as they go to the various ports on Long Island and Connecticut. Here is another lighthouse. This is the Plum Island Lighthouse on Plum Island. You might notice a little resemblance to yesterday's video because the Plum Island Lighthouse strongly resembles the lighthouse on Sheffield Island in Norwalk. And now we are returning to New London. We are going along the shore here, and in a minute you'll be seeing Ocean Beach Park. This is a park where you only pay for the parking and the events and activities you do. $30 to park on the weekdays, $40 on the weekends and holidays. They have water slides and rides and a boardwalk, a pool, mini golf, and whatever. And then after that, we are returning to the harbor. It's been a beautiful day. I gotta say, that was a great day for a trip. It was hot out, but the breeze on the water was absolutely terrific. And I've been on this lighthouse tour more than once. I highly recommend it. The information is great and a lot of fun. Now as we're returning to the harbor here, you're seeing some of the things that go on. Down the way you can see there's a fort, that's Fort Trumbull. On the other side you will see an obelisk up there. That is Fort Griswold and Groton, both very historical forts. You'll learn a lot about Benedict Arnold visiting these places. And here is the rig that is building our new wind farm out in the Sound. I can't wait to see what that looks like. I guess they say actually they're putting it out in the Atlantic, but it's somewhere here in the vicinity. That's a submersible floating rig that they use to construct the wind turbines. Found that kind of an interesting little addition to our day. So that's the tour. It's about 2 hours. It goes by several islands, including Gardiner's Island on the other side. And here is the little gull light that I missed due to technical difficulties. Have a great day. I'm Terry. I'm 60 and I'm not done yet. So join me for more Adventures for Anyone next time, and like and subscribe if you want to learn how to do great things no matter how old you are.